I love living out here in this wonderful bugs in this wonderful place out here that's just full of peace and all kinds of other good stuff. And I don't know what I'm saying, but we're going to do some transforming today. So enjoy this special episode of Holidays from the Heart on the Serenity Ridge Network. Yeah, the Serenity Ridge Network. I simply love the holidays. Hi, I'm Steve Biddison, and the holidays are simply some of my favorite times of the year. These are days and seasons that are set aside to either celebrate something or take time to remember something. Each holiday is packed with meanings, traditions, and different ways of celebrating. Some, like Christmas, has taken on a life of its own, and I love that. I want to share with you not only the meanings behind the holidays, but some of the traditions and some of my favorite memories. So join me as we look at different holidays from the heart. So I'm calling this the Moderate Fall Decor House. And what I want to do is I want to transform this house into a beautiful, elegant, Christmas decorated house. So let's see how we can do this. I think one of the things I want to do first is to change this area right here into a Christmas Wonderland area. Put a big Christmas tree maybe right up in this area, take away the scarecrows, and maybe put some just other Christmas type decor going on, maybe some poinsettias or something around over here. On this front porch area, I want to maybe wrap these poles, these pillars here, in some lights, and of course change out these dying summer plants right here, and put some Christmas, maybe some poinsettias in here. And then along the base of the house here, I'm thinking maybe change all those flowers out from those fall flowers to Christmas flowers, maybe red and yellow poinsettias. And maybe do something on those windowsills where we have those flowers. I don't know for sure what we'll do there yet, but something a little bit different. Okay, well, why don't we go on inside and take a look at the inside and see what maybe we can do to transform the inside from fall to Christmas. Okay, stepping inside now, I'll look and see it decorated with fall stuff, and we're going to want to get rid of all of this fall stuff and put in Christmas stuff. Now, this area leading back into the back hallway part, I'll probably want to stop most of the Christmas decorations around here. Maybe a little bit in the hallway. We'll just have to go and see maybe what the budget holds for that. But obviously change some of this stuff out, change the signage here, put Christmas looking stuff over on this counter over here, and maybe even this would be a great place right up here, right before you go down the hallway, to hang some mistletoe, maybe get that Christmas romantic feeling, in case you ever want to film a Hallmark Christmas movie here or something. Now, some of the simple things to change here is we'll change this dining room table out, put a Christmas tablecloth on here, put a fall dish, obviously get rid of the cornucopia, maybe put candles there that'll give it that Christmassy feel. And then back here on this counter here, obviously we're going to get rid of all the fall stuff, maybe put some Christmas greenery along here, maybe even some lights that will just make it pop, make it really stand out. And of course some Christmas decorations here. And I think that'll help this whole dining kitchen area get a Christmassy feel to it. Now, as far as this living room area goes, we're going to have to do some real rearranging here because it's a fairly small area if you're going to start loading it with Christmas stuff. And so the way I look at it here is this chair right here is just gonna have to come out of the room. There's no way to keep this in the room and pull in a Christmas tree and Christmas village and stuff that I like to put in it. So this chair is gonna have to come out so that we can take this couch right here and pull it over to replace that chair and kind of form a wall between the living area and the dining area over there with the couch. And then of course we'll put some Christmas cushions on it and round it out with everything there. Now obviously we're going to want to keep the electric fireplace entertainment center and TV area here because that's really the only place it can go. And so, but we'll decorate that all, hang our stockings there, put other Christmas decoration stuff around there. Now the vintage music area over here where we have the record player, 8-track tape player and stuff like that, that's either going to have to come out or move to a different spot because that's where we're going to put the Christmas tree. And obviously we talked about the fact that this couch is going to have to come out or move to the other side because this is where we're going to put the extensive Christmas village that takes up pretty much that whole wall that the tree doesn't take up, and make that the Christmas wall there. And it's going to end up just, I'm excited about what it's going to look like there when it just gets all decorated for Christmas. So now let's get ready and get the plans finalized on bringing everything in and taking the stuff out, and we're ready to go. On this front porch area, I want to maybe wrap these poles, these pillars here, in some lights, and of course change out these dying summer plants right here, and put some Christmas, maybe some poinsettias in here, and then along the base of the house here, I'm thinking maybe change all those flowers out from those fall flowers to Christmas flowers, maybe red and yellow poinsettias, and maybe do something on those windowsills where we have those flowers. I don't know for sure what we'll do there yet, but something a little bit different. Hate doing this to a tree, but it's actually starting to run into the house, and this is where I'm going to put up the lights, and so something I guess I need to do. Trim up some branches here. Well, this is the part I don't like. Going up to the very peak of the roof and hanging the lights here. I don't like going up the ladder up this high. Now, granted, this is nicer than the house I used to live in. That was probably 1.5 times the height of this one. But still, it's no fun going up on the roof. So I want to get this part done and get down. I decided here that this back deck that I love so much, this backyard that I love here at this house, needed some kind of a Christmas theme to it. I've never decorated the outside, the back side of my house before, and this deck coming right off of my back door just needed something. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So what did I find last year when the Christmas season was over with? I found this artificial tree on the side of the road. Somebody was throwing it away. the lights didn't work anymore. And so I took it home, cleaned it up some. I'm in the process of rewiring it right now, and it's got a nice shape to it. And so, hey, it's free, and so nothing is better than free. And if I can just decorate this up and make this into a really nice Christmas tree here for the back, and then maybe decorate some more back here on the back deck, it'll really help ring in the Christmas season in the backyard, not just the front yard and not just the inside. I'm about to start putting up the Christmas tree, and I can tell you right now, this should not be a one-person job. This is really a two-person job because it's a fairly tall tree. But I'm going to tackle it just by myself and see what happens. Last piece in here now. And figure out where to plug in the lights, and then it's going to be a matter of just shaping it and spinning it the way I want it and sitting it back into its corner. All right, I did it. Just me. And I got this 9-foot tree up, and lights are all working, and just gonna wait and decorate it later. I got other work I want to do in the house first. Today is more of the constructive type day with it, and then the actual decorating I'll save till later. I've got the table here for the bulk of the Christmas village that we'll set up right here. I'm going to do one more thing with it. Remember sitting over here where the Christmas tree is now, where we had that music station there and we had that glass table with that rock bottom there? It's going to slide under here partially, and we're going to create a lower level part of the village here where we have the main part of the village here. We'll actually build it up higher over here, so we have a split level here and a third level down below that will do something a little bit unique on there. So I think you're going to like what you see when we do it. Hey, I just finished decorating the tree. That's a big part of Christmas, obviously. But let me show you the really cool part here, because I don't have to do anything to turn on and off the lights. I can schedule the time for it to come on, which I haven't done yet, or I can just say, Echo, turn off tree. And it turns it off automatically. Or I can just say, Echo, turn on tree. And it comes on. Now I'll set that as a timer here, and I'll do that with the outside lights too, to where they come on when I'm before I get home from work. So as I drive up from work, I'll have the lights on. Isn't that the coolest thing? Yeah, I'm looking at this area right here, and even when it's not the holidays, that area kind of just seems blank. It needs something, but especially during the holidays. So I'm going to go ask somebody if they can build me a wooden Christmas tree shaped something to put right there, and maybe put some lights on it so that it can become a focal point maybe of the middle of the house. I think that might be a good thing. Hey, Steve. I have a big favor asking you.
Oh, hey. Good to see you.
Our house here that I'm redoing for Christmas, and I want to see if we can make some kind of a wooden-looking Christmas tree that we can hang lights on to go right between those front two sets of windows. I think it'll just add a real pop to it.
All right, so let me make sure here. So if I can find some maybe reclaimed wood, or if not, get some cedar fence slats and make a Christmas tree. Yeah, I can wipe that out. That'll be easy to do.
Awesome. Now I have one other favor. You know how we like to work with tools and woods and all that, and I want to actually also make this as a present for somebody. But is there any way you think you can take two wood saws and put them together to make it look like a Christmas tree and decorate it all and all that kind of stuff?
A Christmas tree made out of a couple of saws. Yeah, I think I can probably handle that.
Great. I'll leave that to you to do, and I can't wait to see the final product.
Now that I've finished putting up the tree and decorating it and having that all done, one of my favorite parts is the creation of the Christmas village. So let's go inside and let's see what we have to work with. Oh my goodness. Look at all of that stuff that I've got to put into a village. Cameron, I don't even know where to start. If you look at all this stuff, how in the world am I supposed to do this? This is going to take me a year just to go through all of this. Well, I got to get it done because a whole house is centered around this and the tree. All right, so you get help or get out of the way. One of the two. I'm tired. I'm mentally exhausted putting together this Christmas village, and I'm happy with it. I've got a few other little things I've got to do to it still, like put some rock around it, kind of give it that mountainy, more of that mountainy feel. But it's, for all practical purposes, the design of it is done, and I'm pleased with it. And now I'm just going to take a break before I go on to the final putting everything together.
Oh, you would not believe what I almost didn't put in the house. A guitar. I mean, Christmas music. That's what part of what Christmas is all about. How can you have Christmas without music? Oh, I could so play this thing. Christmas carols, singing with a guitar. Come, they told me to rum-pa-pum-pum. Oh, I could play this thing. Ha, I wish. Okay, by next Christmas, I'm going to have a full-size guitar, not a beginner's kid's guitar, and I'm going to learn to play a little bit so that by next Christmas, I can have this. But it's going in the house. That's the way it is. It's got to go in the house on the Christmas decorations.
Well, now it's time to just finally put all the finishing touches on it and get it ready for that wonderful, cozy feeling of this Christmas wonderland of a cabin that I love here at Serenity Ridge. So let's just put all those finishing touches on it.
So are you guys ready to see the transformation? Well, come on in and let's just take a look at how it all looks all put together. If you remember, this was a fall-looking living room when we first started. And now it is totally Christmas. Well, here we're getting a look from where the couch used to be during the fall, during the regular part of the year, and now we have here this elaborate Christmas village, which I've named the name of this village Serenity Ridge, which is very appropriate considering that's what I've named my property out here. And then of course the elephant tree here. And here we have the framed records, two of my favorite records growing up at Christmas time, Bing Crosby and Gene Autry. They were my parents' records, and they'd since gotten rid of them, but I was able to find these on eBay and purchase them, and now they're part of my Christmas decoration. And of course, one of my favorite new things here is the creation of this snowman with Christmas village type stuff inside it. I just kind of thought it was a kind of a unique way, just buying these round glass vases and making them into Christmas decor. And of course the creation of this Christmas tree out of hand saws was just one of my favorite new things that I did this year. And being the fact that I've kind of started taking up some woodworking stuff, I just kind of thought this was an appropriate thing because I've really started loving doing that. And then probably my 4 favorite Christmas carols right here on this Scrabble art that I created here to hang during Christmas time here. And here we have my 4th Christmas tree, the mini tree, but this one is, these are a few of my favorite things. And so going through here, we have like Duke basketball, one of my favorite things, and down over here, a piano that represents music, Spurs basketball, coffee, my daily need for coffee. Here we have a coach, because I coached basketball forever, and the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, one of my favorite series of movies, and Dallas Cowboys, and this represents Star Trek, my all-time favorite TV show. Coming down over here, we have the Bible, which is a part of my daily life. We have a tape measure, which represents the tools of the building that I've started liking to do, is just woodworking. And a green chili here to represent the fact that I love cooking, especially cooking with green chilies. And then finally up over here, we have a microphone representing the fact that I love recording things, as you obviously have no doubt known by now.
And then over here we have a pair of Western boots that serves as the vase for poinsettias. And that's what we look like here with the decorations here. So my recliners, my favorite place to sit there with a little bit of Christmas decoration. Coming down over here is the couch, the pillows put on there. All the way back over here to the electric fireplace and these stockings and my music center with LP records, cassette players, 8-track tape players, CDs, and MP3s all together right there ready to go. So what do you say we turn off some lights and take a look at it lit up with the Christmas lights here. So we'll start over coming into the front door. So we'll start coming into the front door right here, and a little entry hall here. We have our little entry table with Mary and Joseph there. Turning to our left, we look down the length of the Christmas village. Up to the Christmas tree. Because the only lights you're seeing are Christmas lights and candles. And walking through over here, this is where we have a few of my favorite things, Christmas tree, and the bar up top here where I have the candy here to munch on. Anybody wants to munch on candy? And my cookie jar top hat that I made here that I'll be putting fudge in, and then back around here to the table with the Christmas decor on there. Then walking out to the backyard here, we have the back Christmas tree, and it's dark outside right now. So this is the Christmas tree on the back deck, and we'll go finish it off by looking at the front yard. Standing at one corner of my front property, taking a look at the house all lit up for Christmas, and we'll approach the house here. Actually, we'll walk along closer to the street looking here first. There you see the Avengers tree. We'll come approaching that way. If you look inside, you can see the inside Christmas tree, the main Christmas tree. So here you see the Avengers tree up front and the eloquent tree in the window. And I believe we can get right here because I've taken a picture of it. I don't know if we can do it, but we'll try zooming and see if it happens here. So we have the outside front, we have the inside, and you can look all the way back through that back window and you can see the back deck one. So all three Christmas trees all being seen at once.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the transformation from fall to Christmas, and then a tour through the Christmas decorations here at Surrey Ridge. And so I want to, in closing here, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and to all, a good night.